Hello there everybody! Missed me? Well, I am back with another video. Today's topic is something very near and dear to me. Computer cases. The PC case market seems to be fairly dynamic with consistent flow of products coming in constantly. But that's not true at all. If you look closely, there is only a small differences between the different manufacturers and the different products, while the vast majority of the cases are almost identical to each other. They all have power supply covers, they all have either very bad airflow or very bad dust filtration. They all have glass everywhere, front, side, top, bottom, everywhere. RGB everywhere. They have limited hard drive support. But fear not, boys and girls, for here I come to save the case industry with a few ideas that for some reason the manufacturers have abandoned. Number 1. Remove the power supply cover. Why? Well, multiple reasons. It cripples the GPU cooling potential. It takes space that can be used better for other purposes, and most companies don't even utilize the surface area of it. A PSU cover will grab part of the airflow from the front intake fans and will trap it, basically making it useless. Some companies drill holes on the top of the shroud to allow the trapped air to escape, but this is pretty much a solution to a problem that they have created themselves. Just remove the power supply cover, allow the user to mount a fan on the bottom of the case. That fan will blow air directly towards the GPU, therefore improve the GPU cooling. And if you're not going to remove it completely, give us the option to remove it ourselves. Phanteks Enthoo Pro is a great example of that. You want a PSU shroud? You can have it. You don't want a shroud? You can just remove it. Number 2. Please start using this in dust filtration. I am honestly not a big fan. Get it? A fan? Because cases. Get it? Get it? I'm not a big fan of the new trend of literally no dust filtration. Phanteks are frontrunners in that area with the P series of cases. P300A, P400A, P500A, all of them are guilty of this. Their so-called fine mesh on the front is not really all that fine at all when it comes to dust filtration. I would rather have a couple of degrees warmer system than having to dust it off every couple months. For real though, dust filtration is important, especially when it starts getting into the GPU cooler fins and the CPU cooler fins and so on and so forth. Now we reach another problem. A good dust filter may cover your RGB fans. So we're going to number 3. Enough with the bloody RGB already. If we want RGB, we will find a way to get RGB. We will buy your RGB fans, we will buy your RGB LED strips. We will buy whatever RGB we want to have. Enough with the RGB fans on the RGB cases and the RGB addressable RGB cables and everything else, and RGB power supplies that are completely hidden by the RGB PSU shrouds. Yeah, on top of that, the RGB requires extra, absolutely unnecessary, unwanted software, bloatware, and extra hardware. And sometimes the RGB connections are proprietary for the different brands, and sometimes the software does not match with other software, so we have software issues because you force us to have RGB. We are not 5 years old, we don't need flashy, shiny, blinky lights to be amused and to grab our attention. Number 4. Bring back the hard drive cages, and while we're at it, a hot swap would be nice. Many cases nowadays have a couple of hard drive slots under the overused and underutilized PSU cover. Some cases try to be smarter and mount hard drives behind the motherboard tray. That's all fine, but how about giving me a proper hard drive cage that I can remove or relocate on different locations? Remember the NZXT Phantom 630? It had 3 hard drive cages, all removable, all replaceable, different sizes, so you can literally choose which one you need and which one you don't. If you wish, you can have only one of them, but if you wish, you can have all of them. Fractal Design back in the day even gave me the option to mount the hard drive cage wherever there is a 120mm fan mount. Cooler Master allowed me to relocate the hard drive cage on a rail in front of the case, so it did not interfere with the airflow. Nowadays, all we have are 2 brackets under the PSU cover, and good luck mounting them somewhere else. And while we are on the hard drive topic, why not make hot swaps anymore? What happened to hot swaps? There used to be a huge variety of cases with easily accessible hot swap SATA ports, and now with the widespread of 2.5-inch SSDs, you can literally locate the hot swaps anywhere without any real big issue, because the 2.5-inch SSDs are small, thin, light. You can put the hot swap anywhere in the case. Even an internal hot swap will be nice. Open the door, plug the new drive in, close the door, instead of meddling with cables and everything else. You know, just a thought. Number 5. What happened to the fan controllers? And I'm talking about the manual knobs and switches. Nowadays all we have is a fan hub that have to deal with even more software and dealing with fan curves and whatnot. What happened to the simple fan control switch? Something that is literally an arm length distance. You flick a switch and your case momentarily have improved cooling or quieter operation depending on your needs. How about, and this is just a thought here, how about removing the RGB controller switches and the RGB hardware of the case and replacing that with a fan controller, a manual fan controller? I can go on and on and on about how the user friendliness have gone backwards and how the glass have taken over when acrylic would be nice on the cheaper cases, but I will leave it at that for now. For the record, my case is Fractal Design Archimedes R2, dating all the way back from 2014. No glass, no PSU cover, no RGB, good dust filtration, nice triple fan controller, and a hard drive cage I can mount wherever I want. Now that I'm done whining and complaining about hardware I'm not going to buy, that is that. If you enjoyed this horrible video, consider leaving a like, and if you did not enjoy it, the dislike button is right next to it. And for more useless content like this one, you can subscribe to my channel, and that would be that from me for today. I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye.